Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on CSS width, height and max width property, and right now we'll be discussing about the CSS width length value. And right now, quickly let's check our document. As you can see, we are having this in our previous tutorial where we discussed about the width along with the percentage value, along with the auto value. So right now we are going to be specifying this along with using the length value. Back to our document right here. This is where we are having our code. As you can see in our previous tutorial, we discussed about the width auto. So I'm going to be using this along with the percentage and along with the px also, so you can be able to see what will happen. Let's select our other element here. Right here we are having another element. We give it fit set, but I'm going to call this 2. When I give this 2, so I'm going to select the second element. Let's select the 2 class name, and let's give this one width. When we give it width, I'm going to give it specificity of 200 pixels. When I give it 200, no, sorry, let me give it 20 pixels, so you can see what will happen. Give it 20 pixels and reload the document. This second element at the bottom right here is the one we are targeting, so let's reload it. Can you see? Now we are having what? We are having 20 pixels. Now let's increase it. Let's give it 30 pixels. Reload. When I reload, can you see? Can you see what occurs? I gave it 20 pixels. Save your document. When I reload, can you see what I'm having? I'm having this, right? So when I increase it, let's give it 30 pixels and save our document and reload. Now I will use my control. I will place my cursor right here beside it so I can see if it really works with our document. No, so let's place our cursor beside it and use Ctrl R. Can you see when I press Ctrl R, it doesn't work? But let's increase it again. Let's give it 40 and save our document. Go back to our document and reload. Let's place my cursor beside it so we can know if it's shift. Can you see? It doesn't shift. So let's give it 50 pixels now. Save our document and reload. Let's carry our cursor. Let's reload again. Can you see? It doesn't work. Now let's give it 100 and reload. Can you see when I reload? The same thing occurs. It's not shifting. So you should notice one thing about this one now, that this px property, but before we can conclude, let's give it 1000 also. When I give it 1000 now, can you see it increase? But one thing I want you to know right here is that when you are specifying any value, like I will show you in this manner so you can understand. Let's give it 200. Let's reload. Can you see? Let's give it 100 again. When I give it 100, can you see? Now let me give it 200 pieces. I give it 200. Can you see it's changed? When I give it 300, when I give it 300 reload, can you see it's shift, right? When I give it 400, can you see it calculates? When I give it, now let's say we give it 800 reload, can you see it calculates? But when you give it, let's say you give it any value like 850, carry your mouse at the side of it. Let's Ctrl R. Can you see it shifts? Let's now say is 50. We gave it. Let's reload. This 50, as you can see, is right here, right? So I'm going to specify 90 now, so you can see what will happen. When I specify 90, let's place my cursor beside it and use Ctrl R. Can you see it's not shifting? So before this thing can start to count again, it's on else you specify any value from 100 to the top. Let's make this 190, so you can see that. Let's make it 100. Yes, first. When I make it 100, let's Ctrl R. As you can see, it's not shifting yet. but when I give it, just give it 101. Let's reload. You can't see the effect, right? But let's give it 120. Control R. When I give it 120, as you can see, it shifts. Let's give it 110. Let's control R. Can you see? Let's give it 190. So no, let's give it 112. No, 111. Yes, 112. Let's give it 112. I'm just trying to be experiment, like, so you can see what we have. Let's choose Control R. Can you see it shifts immediately when it reach? I think immediately when you reach 110, it will be able to shift again using this px. But I don't know why it works in this manner. But when I was specifying this value from 20 pisu, and if I give it 20 pisu and I start increasing it to 70 pisu, no effect at all. Let's reload. Let's control R. Can you see? No effect at all. Even when I reach 110, even when I reach 100, no effect at all. So even when I reach 110, firstly let me give it 110. Let me control R. Now when I reach 110, we can see effect. But let's say for instance now we are on 100. We want to know the specific point where it starts moving. Let's now increase this one. Let's increase it. Let's give it 5. Let's control R. Now it's shift, right? Definitely. Let's give it 105, 12. Let's reload. Can you see? I will give it 12, 13. It shifts. So definitely from 100 upward. Yes, definitely from 100 upward. That's where it began shifting. As you can see, it's no. So it starts counting itself from 100 pisu upward. So in pisu, if you have to calculate the width using pisu, start counting it from what? From 100 upward. So you can be able to see some specific values. So when you specify 100, 120, you are able to see. Let me give you 140. You will see the effect. Can you see? When we give it 190, then reload. Can you see? Even when we give it 190, it shrink again. So you should be aware of all these ways this width is working along with let me give it 190. Reload. When I give it 190, as you can see, it works. When I give it 200 also, as you can see, it works. So please, you should be aware of this way the width property is working along with the px property. So if you are trying to use it, try to experiment it. That's why I used to tell you guys that anything I'm showing you guys here, please, you should practice, because practice makes perfect. If you don't do that, no one can do it for you. So as you can see, now we can increase it anything from 0 upward, anything from 100 upward. So let's give it 400 pisu. As you can see, it's working now. So please, you can do as much as you want with this. Let me give it 900 pisu. Let's see where it will reach. Can you see? Let's give it 120. No, let's give it 1020. Can you see? Let me give it 1000. 105. Yes, 105. Can you see? So in case you have to use the pisu, it starts counting from where? From 100. So that's what we experiment right here. So That's what we experiment right here. So anything from 100 pixel to upward. So that's how it works. So, and again, let's use it in our body element also. Maybe the same thing happens right here. Let's use pixel right here. Let's use 100 pixel first. Let's save our document and reload. Now as you can see, our 100 pixel works, right? Let's decrease it beyond 100 pixel. Maybe it will work again. Let's give it 50 pixel. I'll give it 50 pixel and reload. Can you see 50 pixel works? Just imagine it works right here when we are using it inside our body element. Definitely inside here, right here. Let's say for instance we are having anything, we specify 100. Let's reload our document now. The 100 will work, and also when we specify anything like 60 will work. Let's reload. It doesn't work. Just imagine 60 doesn't work here. Even 50 is not work in the child element. 50 is not working in the child element, but 50 can work in the parent element, which is the body element. So I want you guys to practice this, because there's no way you can understand it if you don't practice it. Let's use it in another element. Let's give it element, div element, because this reacts to different elements in different ways. Let's select our div element. Our div element, let's give it background, let's give it border, let's give it title, visual, solid, red. Save your document and reload. Can you see? Firstly, let's give this one auto, or the body element should be at auto by default, so that's why we are giving it auto right here. So now let's see how our document looks. Firstly, reload. As you can see, this is our div element at the top, right? Now let's decrease our div element using our width element right here. Let me give this one 7 pixel first. Yes, because I didn't write anything inside it, that's why you are not able to see the effect. So let me write something inside it, or let me give it padding instead. Yes, let me give it padding inside. So instead of writing something inside it, I'll just give it padding 29 pixel or so. So because I don't want to write something inside it, as you can see. So as you can see, in case you don't want to write something inside it and you want to see the effect of your border, just give it a padding, understand, just to create more space. As you can see, this is space right here. So now let's control the width, but this padding, I don't think we should use it in this manner. Let's just use padding top only. Padding top only. Yes, the padding top is okay. Don't let us give it padding shorthand property. So I know the reason why. If you check my previous tutorial on CSS padding, you will understand the deep things about it, and you will know what I mean when I change it to padding top only. So now let's use our width property to control this. Let's give it 40 pixel. Firstly, let's give it 100 pixel, 100 px. Let's save our document and reload. Can you see when we give it 100 pixel? Now let's give it 50 pixel. When I give it 50 pixel, can you see it decreases? When I give it 20 pixel, can you see it decreases? Even when I give it 0 pixel, can you see it decreases? So definitely this this px property in your width element works with different elements in different ways. So if you don't practice it, you cannot guess this. So when we are using this with our fit set element, you can see the way it works in another dimension. But when I'm selecting our div element, I use it with it works in another ways also. So you should practice it with it. If you don't do it, no one can do that for you. You should practice something before you conclude. You understand what I'm talking about? So right now, when we use this from 100 pixel also, it works. So it just depends on what you want to do. So be aware of all this. So all these kind of things it's worth experimenting. That's why I say you guys should practice, because practice makes perfect. I think I will have to stop right here. Anwar Akorede ayofe is my name once again. I wish to see you guys next time to the next tutorial. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Peace and love.